All right, how's everybody doing today? Firefighter Bo here in Little Rock, guest hosting the Sparkle Safety Spot today. Molly and Firefighter Dana are in the great state of Nebraska. You can follow her on her Facebook page at facebook.com/Molly the Fire Safety Dog and see what all kinds of fun and exciting things she's doing in Nebraska. And I'm excited to be back guest hosting the show this week, and I'll be here for the next couple of weeks, I believe. So we'll have some good time, show some great things. And Firefighter Matt, you want to come over here and say hi? Come on over here, pal. Everybody say hi to Firefighter Matt Kings. He's been on the show before. He's done a couple of fun things for us. All right, so like I said, Molly and Firefighter Dana are in Nebraska. And as I say all the time here in Little Rock, we love partnering with the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation and the Fire Safety Dogs. And what is so great about Firefighter Dana and the foundation and the Fire Safety Dogs is they're not just a local-based program. They are actually worldwide. They travel all over the United States. For instance, today they're in Nebraska, and but they travel all over the United States doing fire safety presentations, things like that. And then through their online programs, they also do fire safety programs for kids and for children's classrooms and everything in other countries as well. So you know, that's what's so great about their foundation. Of course, you know, they partner with us here in Little Rock, and they do other things with other fire departments across the country. And so Nebraska fire departments, here's your opportunity. The Fire Safety Dogs are in Nebraska with you right now, so take advantage of that. But like I said, they have a really great program. We really enjoy getting to do the show on Friday mornings and helping out through the week when we can. And we really love it whenever Firefighter Dana and Molly come to Little Rock and help out with our programs. So today I want to share some fun facts with you. Part of what I do here in Little Rock. Firefighter Kings, good to see you again, buddy. All right, one of the things that my job requires me here in Little Rock to do is to know a lot of statistics about the city itself, about the fire department and what we offer. And I also do public education and community outreach. Tell you, in 2013, the Little Rock Fire Department answered over 17,000 alarms. So over 17,000 runs the firefighters went on last year. Then here in Little Rock, the city has around 197,000 citizens, 198,000 citizens that we take care of. A little over 120,000, or I'm sorry, over 120 square miles, and 22 fire stations. We are slated to open a new fire station. It should be starting to be built in 2015. So we're pretty excited about that. That'll be our 23rd fire station, but it'll be fire station number 24. The reason for that, if you see here at the central fire station, well, you probably can't see, but you see engine 8's sitting right here in front of you. On the other side of engine 8 is engine 1. And the engine companies are assigned a number according to what station they're at. So since this is station 1, naturally here you would have engine 1. But we also have engine 8 here, so that means there is no station 8. But both those engine companies are here because this is the downtown Little Rock area. And so during the week, we have an increase in population for the downtown area. Everybody commuting here to work and all those things. So this is one of the busiest fire stations here in Little Rock. It has 4 units run out of it, I believe. Well, 5 units, I'm sorry. We have the battalion chief, engine 8, engine 1, truck 1 is on the back side of the wall. And then we also have the Little Rock Bomb Squad here. So 5 units run out of this station. And upstairs is my office and the office of the fire chief, both the assistant chiefs and Division Chief Joseph Gray, and also all the fire marshals. They're officed upstairs. So those are just a few little fun facts about the city of Little Rock. This is the capital of Arkansas, Little Rock. We're a moderate-sized fire department. Of course, there are other fire departments across the U.S. that are substantially bigger than we are. But we are the largest fire department in the state of Arkansas. So today I'm going to talk to you about, well, this window behind me, and tell you what we do with this window. But first, something that's on my mind. We got new rugs here at the fire station. I know you're thinking, Firefighter Bo, really, rugs? Hang on, I gotta go get this rug. Check out this awesome rug. Is that not the coolest thing? All right. Anyway, now you know why I was talking about the rug. This thing is awesome. I want one of these. All right, got that out of the way. I apologize. Oh man, that is a pretty rug. All right, so what I'm going to talk to you about today is, you hear Firefighter Dana and myself, we talk about having a meeting place and having an escape plan in your house. It's important. It is important for you to have two ways out of your house, okay? And this is something that we teach in all the classrooms in the schools here in Little Rock. The first place to get out of your house naturally is the same way that you came in. So the front door is always the best way to get out of your house, but that's not always an option in the case of an emergency. So the other way out is a window, okay? Here's the problem that we run into talking with children here in Little Rock. A lot of kids don't know how to open their windows. All right, a lot of parents feel like it's a safety issue, and it is. If you live on a second floor, naturally you don't just want your window open. All right, but it's important that kids know how to open these windows and get out of them. This window here, we built it into a prop. We have several of these here. And this was started by Captain Dennis McCann, who is our primary public education officer here in Little Rock. But he built all these, he incorporated this into his lesson plan. And now those of us like me who are also a public education officer, we use this as a regular tool in our teaching. Most windows on the back side would have a screen in them. For us adults, those screens are really flimsy, easy to break. But you'd be surprised how many children cannot remove a screen or even kick one out. And I'll tell you right now, in the case of an emergency, don't worry about not tearing up the screen, okay? Kick the screen out of that window if you have to. It can be replaced. But for parents, it may be a great idea for you right now until your children get older to go ahead and just remove the screen anyway. Don't even allow that to be a factor in the case of an emergency. Go ahead and remove it. But you need to work with children on how to unlock and open their windows. So I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you from this angle, and then I'll move this prop up a little closer so you can see. You have two locks in the middle of the window. You need to push those locks, and they're have some tension to them, okay? That means they don't just slide over. So you got to push them. But push them all the way over. You hear them click. Now the window's unlocked. Down here at the bottom is a ledge. All right, you can put your hand under the ledge. You can use both hands, and you just push the window right up. All right, the window should stay open. A lot of windows are old, they're broken, they'll just slam back down. If that's the case, you can put something in the window to prop it up. So, but now you have the window open, and you have a way out of the house. So what we'll have the children do, they'll unlock the window. We actually make them go through the motions, okay? They get up, they go and check their door, see if it's hot. They crack the door to see if there's any smoke. If need be, they can put a blanket under the door. If there's too much smoke, try to keep some smoke out. But we'll have them come over to the window, unlock it, open it, crawl out, and go to their meeting place. So now the window's open, you stick your leg through and just crawl right out. I know what you're thinking, Firefighter Bo. Some of us live on the second, third floor of our house. Some of us even live in high-rise apartment buildings. We have them here in Little Rock. They get up to 10 floors. And the methods of getting out are a little more trickier then, okay? For second floor windows, you can actually go to one of your Home Depot type stores, Lowe's, a place like that. Then you can get a ladder especially made. It's a chain ladder to go on your window that you can crawl out of. But you have to have practice doing that. So parents, make sure you work with your children on those ladders because they are a little wobbly. But make sure they practice, they know how to use those. For the high-rise buildings, for apartment buildings, things of that nature, the best thing to do is open your window and stay in your window. If you have something that you can wave at us, you can do that. Like I said, on the other side of the engine room here is truck 1. We have 9 aerial ladder trucks here in Little Rock that can all reach 100 feet. So really it's 10 stories. Ideally at the angle, it's more about 8 or 9 stories, okay? So 8 or 9 stories up, we can get you down with our big ladder. So that's the idea thing to do there. Also, when you're in a high-rise apartment type building, if you can get out of your room, and this is especially important for elderly people that can't make it downstairs very well, as long as you're in the stairwell, this is what we say here in Little Rock, as long as you're in the stairwell, that's a safer place than being inside the apartment in case of an emergency. All right, I'm gonna move this up a little bit. All right, I guess that makes it a little easier to see. There we go, all right. So as I was saying earlier, you have a lock here, you have a lock here, and all you have to do is flip them over, like so. Reach down here at the bottom, and raise your window up. And now this one, I believe is one of the fancy windows when it's unlocked. You can actually lower it down also. All right, all that does is just ventilate our house a little bit. That is not an effective way to get out in the case of an emergency. So always raise the bottom part up. It gives you a lot more room. All right, I'm gonna push this out of the way. There we go. All right, now, before I get out of here, I'm gonna share you with my fire safety tip for the week. And what I want to talk to you about this time is kitchen safety. All right, the kitchen is not a place for small children to be, especially unsupervised, and especially whenever there's cooking going on. So children, remember, anytime that your parents or an adult are in the kitchen, especially cooking, make sure that you stay out of there, don't get in the way. We don't want anybody to get burned. And also make sure you remind your parents that when they're cooking, never leave their food unattended, okay? That's how we burn food, and it can end up being a lot bigger mess than what it is. So that's my safety tip, is do not play in the kitchen, especially whenever there's cooking going on. So that's pretty much it for me today. I want to thank the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation, as always. It's a great foundation. Like I said, here in Little Rock, we love partnering with them. They do wonderful things. Follow Molly on her Facebook page, see all her Nebraska adventures this time around, and I'm sure she'll be sharing a lot of great things. Also, there are different ways that you can help the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation out through charity, and one of them is with Amazon Smiles. The foundation is listed as a charity under Amazon Smiles, and anything that you order through Amazon Smiles, the foundation gets a percentage of that. So if you go to Amazon.com, sign up for Amazon Smiles, and put the Keep Kids Fire Safe Foundation as your charity of choice, and you can benefit the foundation that way. Also, we want to thank the wonderful people at First Alert, everything they do to keep families safe all across the world and across the United States. They help us out here in Little Rock with smoke alarms for our smoke alarm program, as well as many other things. So thank you to them, and thank you to Chief Gray, Chief Summers, the fire chief here in Little Rock, for allowing us to be on the show with you today, and past weeks and more weeks to come. We look forward to it. So thank you for that. And as always, you can follow the fire department here in Little Rock on Facebook, facebook.com/Little Rock Fire. Also on Instagram and Twitter, as Little Rock Fire, and you can find us on YouTube and on Google Plus by searching Little Rock Fire. And for myself, if you want to follow the work that I do with Firefighter Dana and Molly and the Fire Safety Dogs, you can follow me at facebook.com/Firefighter Bo. And if you want to ask me some questions on there, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And if you got anything, any suggestions of things you'd like for me to show on the show, you can go there and, give me your input on the show, and perhaps that's what I'll do in the next upcoming weeks. So until then, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.